Welcome to our breakdown of Lost Castle 2, where we'll cover everything you need to know in less than 4 minutes. Before diving into the game details, I recommend ignoring the Steam reviews for now. I'll explain why later in the video. Lost Castle 2 Inches is an action-packed roguelike RPG that immerses players in a dungeon-crawling adventure filled with a variety of enemies, bosses, and loot. It's a beat-em-up game with a special twist, incorporating roguelike elements with an incredible amount of build crafting. Players can choose from an expansive arsenal of over 200 unique weapons, including swords, bows, and magical staves, each offering distinct combat styles and abilities. This also opens up the ability to do classic build crafting, especially to improve synergy and co-op. The gameplay loop involves starting from a base camp where players can upgrade their characters and equipment before embarking on dungeon runs. Each run includes fighting through various stages filled with enemies and bosses, collecting loot, and progressing as far as possible before being sent back to the start. The game encourages repeated playthroughs by offering different paths and rewards, keeping the experience fresh and challenging. As I mentioned, it's a roguelike game. You know the drill. Just in a beat-em-up format, and it's very polished. It feels like a Castle Crashers level of polish, but with much more depth due to its RPG and roguelike elements. If you don't know Castle Crashers, by the way, look it up, it's great. Of course, do that after you're done watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This sequel builds upon the foundation laid by the original game, bringing significant enhancements and new features that both fans and newcomers will appreciate. Compared to Lost Castle 1, the sequel offers noticeable improvements. The first game, released in 2016, was well received for its charming art style and engaging gameplay, but was somewhat limited in terms of content and multiplayer features. Lost Castle 2 Inches addresses these limitations by offering more levels, bosses, and a richer online multiplayer experience. The game also benefits from an updated visual style that retains the original's charm while adding more detail and polish. The game currently scores 70% positive, while the first one sits at 87% positive. That may seem like a step back, but it's actually not. This is a deeper, bigger, and better-looking game in every way. The first game had a lot of popularity with couch co-op players, which is not yet in the game. However, there is online co-op, but some players have reported issues, likely because the majority of players come from China, which is the default server. This can cause desync issues. Make sure to change the server in the menu to avoid these problems. More importantly, the reason I suggest ignoring the reviews is that the game is still in early access. Local co-op will be added, and server issues will be improved. If that's not enough for you now, fair enough. But that doesn't change the fact that it is an amazing game already. Overall, if you like beat-em-up games and roguelike games, this is an absolute no-brainer. Are you playing this game? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.